I like fried rice and often make it, but sometimes I wish I could make fried rice that is not oily. In such cases, mixed rice, takikomi-gohan may be made without using any oil at all. In this video, we introduce a delicious and easy mixed rice dish for those who want to lose the oil. There are many kinds of mixed rice, but for now, we have picked out 6 varieties that are healthy but also provide plenty of protein. Please look for your favorite mixed rice. First, let's prepare the rice. All 6 of today's recipes will be made with this 1 cup of rice, called wango in Japanese. There is 150 grams of rice in raw form. This will make 2 to 3 servings of rice. If possible, use Japanese short grain rice. Wash cleanly with water. Refill with water a couple of times and wash. It's best to wash rice in this way, lightly, gently rubbing the rice. It's good when the water is this clear. Rice tends to absorb room smells, so in order to remove smells, the rice is left in this state for about 5 minutes, and once the water is discarded, it will be cooked with fresh water. The first mixed rice dish is made with chicken and egg as the main ingredients, but you can also add 1 vegetable if you like. Gobo, Burdock goes great with chicken and is often used in this dish in Japan. If using gobo, scrape off the skin with the back of a knife as shown here and wash before cutting. You could use other vegetables such as carrots, or if you don't like a vegetable, just use chicken and eggs. You can cut gobo with a knife, but since it takes a long time to cook through, it's better to peel them thinly with a peeler like this. You can avoid that the rice is cooked, but only the gobo is hard. Gobo are easily changed in color, so they are placed in vinegar water. Cut the ends with a knife. Next comes the meat. Chicken thighs are used. Cut these into small pieces so that they can be easily cooked. Drain the rice that has been just washed and soaked in water, discarding the water and draining it in a colander if possible. I drained the water to the limit without using colander because I didn't want to wash the colander. Today we will cook it using a earthenware pot, donabe. I think it can be cooked in a regular pot. Put rice and water in the pot. Since we were making 6 kinds this time, we tried different flavors. Please choose the one you like best. Put miso paste, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and mirin. You can also substitute a little sugar for mirin. Dissolve the miso paste and mix well. By the way, the earthenware pot and the seasonings I used in the video are listed on the link my tools and seasonings in the description section. Please check it out. Add the chicken. Sprinkle the chicken with salt beforehand. I forgot, so I'm adding salt here. Place thinly sliced gobo on top. Details of the ingredients are also provided in the description section so that you can refer to them when making the dish. If you want to make a lot in a large pot, double the ingredients. Cover and bring the boil. With this pot, it takes about 6 minutes on high heat to come to a boil. It depends on the amount of ingredients and the type of pot, so check with care. If you check and it's still not boiling, wait an additional minute or so. After 6 minutes, the water comes to a boil, so turn the heat to low. Cook over low heat for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, turn off the heat. This time may also vary in some cases. When the water is completely gone and there is a slight smell of burning, it's a good sign to turn off the heat. If you use a lot of water or high moisture ingredients, it will take about 20 minutes. After turning off the heat, let it stand for 10 minutes. Steaming through ensures that the moisture is evenly distributed. Earthen pots do not cool down immediately after being removed from the heat, as it's heated slowly while steaming. Excess water remaining in the pot is removed at the same time as the water permeates the rice, making the rice fluffy and delicious. While steaming, prepare the eggs. Oil the pan. Make scrambled eggs to your liking. A small amount of sugar is added to the eggs. You can put the egg in the pot and cook it with the rice. But I made it separately because this way it does not lose its shape and you can feel the egg properly. After 10 minutes, open the lid and stir. This chore is very savory and delicious. I love it too, but my husband definitely wants to eat the burnt part. Transfer the eggs you just made here and mix them in. Top with green onions if desired. I added a little miso and oyster sauce which gave it a richer flavor than soy sauce alone. The gobo flavor is a great match for the chicken. Next up is my favorite mixed rice dish with salmon. This can be made without a knife. Put rice and water in a pot. Wash the rice as in the first recipe. This time, I will use this seasoning called Ponzu instead of soy sauce. In addition to soy sauce, it contains vinegar and citrus juice for a refreshing flavor. Add salt and grated garlic. This garlic accents the dish and makes it very tasty. Dissolve garlic well. Place the salmon. Japanese salmon has bones attached, which are removed after cooking. I like to add maitake mushrooms. You can use other types of mushrooms or add one vegetable of some kind. What I have learned from making so many mixed rice dishes is that it's best not to add too many ingredients. Be careful not to add too many ingredients as the rice will not cook properly. Cover and cook over high heat until boiling. After about 6 minutes, the water comes to a boil, so turn the heat down to low. Cook over low heat for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, check to see if the water is completely gone. If it still needs more time, cook an additional 1 to 2 minutes. If it looks okay, turn off the heat and leave it to steam for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, remove the salmon bones. The skin was also removed. It's very hot, so you should use chopsticks or something. Cut salmon into bite-sized pieces and add butter. Mix so that the butter is spread throughout. Once again, the most delicious looking burnt rice was produced. Finally, speaking of salmon, shiso topping. What would be a good substitute for shiso? Basil, perhaps. I thought butter ponzu garlic was an absolutely delicious combination, and I was right. Next up is mixed rice cooked with thick fried tofu, atsage, perfect for vegetarians. This thick fried tofu is made from silicone tofu, which gives it a very smooth texture. It's more suitable for this dish than regular tofu, so please give it a try. It was so good that it did not lose this fluffy texture even when cooked. This time, prepare shiso and myoga as topping. It was really a good decision to top these two. Drain thoroughly the clean rice before placing it in the pot. Add water, dashi powder, and soy sauce. Mix well and add the canned corn. The flavor of the corn is absorbed into the rice, making it very tasty. Finally, spread the thick fried tofu all over. Cover and cook over high heat. After about 6 minutes, it came to a boil. Reduce heat to low. Cook over low heat for 15 minutes. When the water is gone and there is a slight smell of burning, it's done. Turn off heat and steam for 10 minutes. Since this fried tofu is soft, mix it carefully. Toppings are myoga, shiso, and sesame. The combination of tofu and this topping is reminiscent of Yamagata dashi. It's something like pickles made with finely diced veggies and condiments. This mixed rice was very tasty, especially since it was served with miso soup, which reminded me of Yamagata dashi. The corn gave it a wonderful broth and sweetness. Next is mixed rice cooked with sweet potatoes. Japanese sweet potatoes are very sweet and extremely delicious. Cut into cubes like this. The sweet potato alone is delicious enough, but today I want to increase the protein content, so I'm adding chicken as well. Season the chicken in advance. Add grated ginger, soy sauce, and sake. Mix well. It's best to let the chicken soak up the flavor for about 5 minutes while preparing the rice. Wash and drain the rice as we told you at the beginning. Add water, salt, dashi powder. This time I used Kombu dashi powder, so the color is green. It's optional, but I like to put a little honey when making this rice with sweet potato. Mix well and add chicken here. Add sweet potatoes. I thought it was a little too much, but it was just fine. This is also cooked over high heat until it boils. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat to low and cook for 15 minutes. Turn off heat and steam for 10 minutes. Finally, add a little butter. Topping with sesame seeds is recommended. The sweet potatoes were so rich and sweet. The fiber from the sweet potatoes and the protein from the chicken make it perfect. Next is mixed rice cooked with edamame and shiso kombu. This is another recipe that can be recommended for vegetarians. While the frozen edamame is serving, cut up the thin fried tofu. Thin fried tofu is a very suitable ingredient for mixed rice because it absorbs seasonings well while cooking. The key is to cut it as thin as this. Remove the edamame from their pot and prepare them so that they can be added when the rice is ready. I think it will be delicious with another bean in place of the edamame. Put washed rice in the pot. Add water, soy sauce, and a little sugar. This time, instead of dashi powder, use salted kombu, shio kombu instead. The ingredients absorb the full flavor of the kombu. Mix well and finally place fried tofu on top. And cover. Cook over high heat until boiling. After it boils at about 6 minutes, reduce the heat to low and cook for 15 minutes. When the water is completely gone, turn off the heat and wait 10 minutes. Finally, mix in the edamame. You could add the edamame together and cook, but I thought it would overcook, so I added it at the end. Kombu and edamame are a great combination. Please try making it with your favorite beans. The last one is chicken and veggies turned mixed rice. This is a basic seasoning that is often used, so it's useful to keep it in mind. This time I use healthy ground chicken breast. Of course, it's also delicious with regular chicken, lightly seasoned with soy sauce and sugar in advance. Ginger goes well with chicken, so it's cut into small pieces. If I put in too much, my husband says the ginger taste is too strong, so I leave it at about this amount. You can add more if you like. I also add lotus root, carrot, and shiitake mushroom. Soak lotus root in vinegar water to prevent discoloration. This mixed rice recipe has more ingredients than usual, so it may be a good idea to double the quantity and make it in a larger pot. Because of the high moisture content of the breast meat, the amount of water added here should be a little less than in other recipes. If using regular chicken, water should be used as usual. Add soy sauce, sake, mirin. Mix well and add the ground chicken here. Once the meat is spread all over, spread the vegetable on top of it. Drain the water out of the lotus root through it before putting it in. Maybe I should have spread the ginger over the meat. Cook over high heat until boiling. After it boils, after about 6 minutes, reduce the heat to low and cook for 15 minutes. When the water is completely gone, turn off the heat and wait 10 minutes. Mix the meat and vegetable with the rice. Ginger is also delicious mixed in after cooking. The crunchy lotus root and shiitake mushrooms add a nice flavor and are very tasty. The rice was a little softer this time, but the taste was great. Finally, topped with mitsuba leaves. Which of the mixed rice dishes would you like to try? Find your favorite combination of ingredients and seasonings. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel. If you are already a subscriber and would like to support our channel, please join our membership. Membership feedback will be reflected in content creation. See you in the next video.